All right, guys. So one of these YouTubes, I watch quite a bit of her videos. A lovely Italian woman. So she pretty much gives out dating advice. So go ahead and hear her spill about why people tend to get ghosted when you first meet someone.
What's up, YouTube family? No, you are not dreaming. I'm actually back on your screen. Thank you so much for sticking around, not leaving my channel, for also sending me inspirational emails and DMs on Instagram asking me, how are you doing? What are you doing? When are you coming back on YouTube? So here I am, and I really want to thank each and every one of you who has reached out to me. I see your messages, I appreciate your messages, and I am so thankful for you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys checking on me, I probably would have not started making videos now. So with that being said, welcome back everyone, or should I say welcome back to myself, because I know you guys have been around. I just was vanished from YouTube, and the last video I have put out was actually 2 months ago. 2 full months ago. Now, if you're wondering what I have been doing in the meantime, I have just been working a lot, resting a lot, working out a lot, spending time with family and friends a lot. And for those who are following me on Instagram, know exactly what I am doing on a daily basis. Doing that, it really was not a lot of time to, make videos, even though I kind of missed making videos. I'm not even going to lie to you. But I also was very appreciative of the time that I could take as a break, because being a content creator always requires us to constantly think about the next video we want to put out, the core messages that we want to give to you guys, and wondering about what you want to see next. So actually being able to get on that break was a good thing. Now I'm back, I'm energized. My voice is a little messed up because obviously there's some type of virus going around, but long story short, guys, I am back. Thank you so much again for everything that you have been doing for me. It really means a lot. And the topic that I want to talk about today is reasons why somebody would ghost you. Being on social media, being on Instagram, seeing what's going on TikTok, I have realized that a lot of people are suffering from being ghosted, being blocked, being left undelivered, not being able to just receive a message back, or the fact that people are not even reading your messages. But let me start this video by saying this. If this has happened to you, or if this is happening to you, the problem is not you. It is them. It is them because they are not communicating properly. But I don't want to say too much. We're going to get into 5 reasons why people are choosing to ghost you or even block you, even though yet you have been kind to them, even though you have been respectful to them, even though you actually replied back to them, not doing too much, just being happy about reading their message, right? So if you're ready, I am ready. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And guys, once again, I don't even know if this video is going to receive any type of views. If not, it's cool. I'm coming back on this channel, so let's get right into it, guys. I missed you guys a lot. Reason number 1, they enjoy the attention and the validation more than trying to build a deeper connection to you. And this is very, very common, which is why I'm saying it is not your fault when people are not replying back to you right away, when they're not replying back to you in days. But you have to be very careful. These people who are not replying back to you, are ghosting you, are in control of the entire conversation and in control of where the conversation will be taken. And with that being said, I mean, you reached out to them, they're not responding. But when they reach out to you, you are responding immediately because you're just so happy to read from them, right? You're just so happy that they thought of you, right? Well, your emotions are very, very natural. What these other people are doing, though, is kind of manipulative because they know very well that you are waiting for a message from them, which makes you even feel some type of way for why they are ghosting you. They don't know any better. And it's not your fault. They don't want you. They want your attention. They want.
Yeah. So what she's saying about that is so true, and the best way to avoid it is you know give me the same energy I give you, right? So if I haven't heard from you in so long, I'm like, well, now the phone, it goes communication goes both ways. Why are you waiting for someone to always reach out to you when you clearly have their information? Reach out to them. So I'm gonna say this because it's true. Majority of this happens with females. They love the attention. They love to have unlimited amount of guys on social media, in their phones, texting them. So you gotta keep that in mind. So I tell you guys all the time, if a girl really likes you, she won't make it hard at all for you to get to know her, to spend time with her. You don't need to do all that extra stuff to spend time with her to get to know her. So if she really likes you, she's gonna make it easy for you. Whenever you reach out to her, she always have excuses. You know, she's never available. You know, she's busy doing this, doing that, or whatever. But they always have time to spend your money. So, but whenever you want to spend quality time with her, what I mean by that is not going out somewhere and spending your money. You can go to the park. You can walk around. You can do in the neighborhood. You can do stuff like that. Hang out at the park. But every time, not necessarily if she reaches out to do, because if she just want to use, she'll always reach out to you. But it always has something to do with your money. So only time you hear from us when she wants to spend your money, it's a dud. It's a go ahead and let it go and keep it moving. I know a lot of guys, and I thought this would have a lot to do with guys that's young, you know, in their teens, early 20s. I see this happen with older guys. So you would think that this would only happen with young guys. No, it happens with older guys as well. You got to have that confidence, man. Confidence is king. So when a female knows you have low self-esteem, you have no confidence, you have a hard time getting females, even if you are having a hard time getting females, don't let her know that. You know what I mean? Let her know that you got options or whatever. Not saying you got to throw it in her face, but you know, don't let her know like, oh man, it's so hard for me to get a girl and nobody likes me. Never tell the female that because she gonna use that against you. So anytime she makes it hard for you to hang out with her, you know, to get to know her, she don't like you. The average female today has about 50 guys in their phones and hundreds of guys on social media. And on top of that, they're on every social media platform. That's how you know if she's a 304 or not. Check her phone if you can check her phone. If she literally has every app, go ahead and leave her alone. If anything, don't take her serious. So if she doesn't respond to you, don't respond to her. If you reach out to her and she don't respond and she hits you back 2-3 days later, don't respond. Just block her and keep it pushing. So that comes with willpower. You got to have that confidence. You can't be walking around here with low self-esteem. Oh, yeah, I go to the gym every day. I'm in shape. Oh, I got a lot of money. But you have low self-esteem. You don't have any confidence. So you think because you have a lot of money or, you know, you go to the gym every day, that's gonna gain you confidence. Like, there's a lot of guys I didn't witness with my own eyes that they don't have confidence. They got low self-esteem, but they drive a nice car. You know, they got a lot of money in the bank account. They're in tip-top shape, but they have low self-esteem. So you need to fix that within yourself, and you're going to be all right. I'm going to say this right now. Every female ain't going to like you. And I'm going to say this. Majority of females ain't going to like you once you have, you know, high self-esteem, when you're financially, you know, put together, when you're physically put together. Because a lot of them females that was going to bullshit you, they'll avoid you. So you thinking that, oh, it's something wrong with me. Nah, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a lot of females don't like guys who's successful, you know, who's mature. They say mature, but they not mature. You know, guys who, you know, got their head on right. They don't like guys like that. Guys who's disciplined. They don't like guys like that. I told you guys before, one of my old videos I did last year, I had the most females ever when I was down bad. When I was sleeping on somebody's couch, sleeping on somebody's floor, I had females coming over there with no problem, sending me money, bring me something to eat. Sex was never a problem. But as soon as I didn't got on my feet, them same females that was coming over there, hanging out with me, you know, driving their cars, they was too busy for me all of a sudden. So the average woman don't like successful guys. So that's just the honest truth.
Your validation. And you know what? They are receiving it every time you jump when these people are asking you to jump. So the reason number one is the attention and validation versus the deeper connection that these people don't want to build with you. Reason number two, and now this one, you may be like, wait a minute, we are all way too old to not know about this. The reason number two is a lot of people don't even know what they want. A lot of people are just all over social media looking for other people to give them the attention that they are looking for because it gives them an ego boost. And once you push somebody's ego and they notice that you will contribute to their ego getting boosted, they will continuously reach out to you. But
So what she said about a lot of people don't know what they want, that's true. I see this so many times with men and women. So that's why you don't want to approach a female when she's with a group, because 9.8 out of 10, no matter how you look, whatever, it don't matter what you got on, it does not matter. They're gonna automatically shame you, and they're gonna manipulate her into turning you down. Because guess what? If she gets picked, the rest of them, because all of them supposedly single, right? But they don't want none of the girls to get picked because they're going to be left out. That's what it comes down to. They're like, okay, if he picks up one of us, then the rest of us are going to be single. That's just they don't want to be. They want to just, oh, we're single. You know how they go when they out and about. They don't want to. They don't want nobody to be plucked out the group. So I haven't seen this, man. I'm trying to tell you. Then I don't know what it is. I guess they probably just want something easy, so they'll go after the least attractive female in the bunch, and then the dude will still get turned down. It's like, bro, damn well you're supposed to be talking to that raggedy ass female. But I don't know what I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I say, the look the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I'm just saying. But when we used to go out a lot, I would see that. I'm like, oh, he looking for something easy, and then they'll get turned down. Especially when you somewhere like at the club, they do that because they want their ego boost. So that's why they love going out. On top of that, they get free drinks, right? It's free for them to get in. They get free drinks. And then now they got food trucks at every damn club that you can see. So now they're getting free food. So they don't pay for nothing. So anyway, a lot of times you'll have females that's not even the last option. It's no option. So when a guy would approach them at the nightclub, remember all this anger is building up. They've been holding on to this anger forever. So a lot of them go to the club just to lash out, just to get their get back for all the guys that ignored them or the guys that turned them down. So when they go to the club, dudes normally ain't always there. They got those beer goggles on. They get a kick out of it. Oh, I'm gonna turn down every guy that try to approach me. Even though they know if a dude approaches, he just trying to get his penis sucked, behind a dumpster somewhere. They know that dude don't want you for real. He just trying to live for something real quick so he can go on by this day. But they just lie to themselves, make it seem like, oh, I'm a 10, this and that. It ain't that. They go there for an ego boost. That's why you don't need to be going around saying, oh, you're beautiful. I see the guys online all the time. Like, bro, this woman's family just was murdered. And the first thing you're going to say is, oh, she's so beautiful. You stupid motherfucker. Why would you even say that? But those are the kind of guys that let the girl cheat on them, take their money, drive the car and everything like that. It's like, bro, stop giving these females free compliments because they'll never do that with you. But those are the guys who have low self-esteem. So no matter how many videos me or other people put out about, how to handle women, those simps, they're always going to be around. It's just what it is. They're just always going to be around. They got low self-esteem. They don't have the confidence that they should have as a man. And you got some guys out there that's like, being dominated by a female. So that's a different kind of lifestyle. That's just how it is. So you can't get mad at the simps. Just do better yourself. Don't worry about them because they always going to be around. So just keep that in mind. You reach out to a female, she don't want to respond to days or weeks later, block her, fam. It's that simple. Just block her and keep it pushing. At the end of the day, they're not going to kill until they hit the wall. So at that time when they young, not even when they young, it's just at that stage in life. A lot of them just think they can get any guy they want. They always gonna have guys throwing money at them. They'll never have to pay a bill, yada yada yada. So that's they live in delusion. The worst thing you can do is put yourself in a situation so they can clown you. Now, if you see a lovely lady outside, out and about, it's best to get her by herself. Prime example, if you see her, at a bar, at a club with her friends, try to get her attention. But don't walk up to the whole group and then try to talk to her because they all going to hate on you, fam. They always do that. Now, I did that before a couple times here and there, but now how it is now, oh, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So just be mindful of that.
They're not reaching out to you because they desire a conversation with you or being interested in you as a person. No, it always comes back to them being selfish and wanting to use you in order to boost their ego. So again, the fact that they want attention, validation, not being able to communicate and not even knowing what they are looking for, again, is not your fault. The only thing that could be your fault is you feeding into their energy. When I say that, I'm talking about you really have to be careful of the amount of energy you're putting into that person or their behavior. Because they can literally suck the energy out of you. Suck the energy out of you because you give them your attention, your time, you will be there for them, even try to meet with them, but they're not even interested in you. Okay? You have to be very aware of that. It is 2026 and a lot of people are communicating and connecting over social media. You may see somebody in the comment section that you like and sending a DM to. You may look at somebody's profile, maybe like, let me send her or him a DM and see what it's hitting for. But the problem with social media is it creates low investment conversation. With that being said, it is so easy to reach out to somebody. You can even reach out to your favorite celebrity and they may even come back at you, right? You just never know. Social media seems to be such a big place, but really it is a small world. Because a lot of people, they are liking common videos, they are commenting on, things that they like. So why not connect to one another? But the problem with that is a lot of people are thinking this way, which leads to them sending a hi to this person, sending a what are you doing to that person, sending a oh you're looking good in your story to a next person. So really the options are limitless. And we already know what a lot of women are doing with social media, right?
What is that? It's called light.
We know exactly what they're doing on social media, right? I know I have been gone for 2 months, but baby, you and I, we know exactly what women are doing with social media. They are using it to their advantage. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about the attention, the validation thing, right?
That's why you have a lot of these fat bags going around thinking they tens. And I'm gonna say this too, even you can easily say, "Oh, they know these guys are lying." That's true, but when you have hundreds of guys telling you that, they start to believe it. So you can call it what you want. Some who's smart enough know what it is. They just trying to get it, just trying to get some easy action, and then go on about their way. But you do have a lot of them that do believe it. Like, well, I guess I am pretty because I got hundreds of guys in my inbox telling me this. So, and then you'll have, of course, they're not friends, but the females they hang around them, hyping them up as well. So they got their fake ass friends hyping them up, and then you got hundreds of dudes on social media hyping them up as well. So those are the simps. It's like at the end of the day, it's like if I come to a big girl, I'm not telling her none of that. Like if I was just in that kind of living that lifestyle, as I would say, if I was just a fat bag pursuer, I'd never tell them that. I'm not gonna do that. So they start to believe it. Some of them are, well, a lot of them are in denial, and some of them they know what it is. They just okay, he's just lying to me because he's trying to get me to come over there, at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? So that's just what that is. So they do that. That does happen. So social media. The best thing you can do is to stand out. Is to not even engage with that. If anything, she need to be in your inbox, which I know a lot of females don't do because they got so many guys, in their inbox. So the chance of her being in another guy's inbox is like slim to none. Pretty much impossible. You know what I mean? I done seen Chris Brown hit these females up. You know what I mean? So ain't no females is really, I don't have his account, but guys don't get that kind of attention. Now, don't get me wrong. Even though they not in his inbox, you already know. You see the videos. Whenever he go outside, they all over him. But as far as his inbox, like he don't have that same attention when it come down to the females in his inbox. But when you go out in person, he get all the attention. Same thing with a lot of guys. Like a lot of you guys are so stuck on social media, you just stay inside all day. If you don't take your ass outside and go to the park, go to the grocery store, go do some activities outside, go to the museum, like stuff that the museum, go to the zoo. Like y'all don't do that. Y'all so busy just stuck in your apartment on social media trying to get females. If take your ass outside, you have a better opportunity. That's the honest truth. But you over here trying to compete with millions of dudes trying to talk to this one female, and then you get mad when she don't respond, bro. She got fucking a million guys that sent her a message on social media. You think she really just gonna? Nah, she just gonna get a handful of them, then she gonna just cycle them through. That's pretty much it. But the best opportunity you have is to go outside, be the real thing, put down the phone, get rid of all the damn filters. And I know a lot of guys don't use it, but I know some guys do. But just get rid of all the baloney and go outside, man. Go touch grass. Have a routine, because a lot of females, they won't jump your bones. I won't say that. Like they won't just hit you up. They won't run to you right away. Prime example, you go to that's a terrible example. I'm not gonna use that. Let's say you go to the park. You go to the park, you do a couple miles and then you go back home. No, whether you realize this or not, a female is watching you, bro. She's watching you. She's studying you, but she cannot do that. She cannot build the foundation for her to approach you because most of the times in those kind of situations, a female will approach you, like when you're out and about. But you got to have a routine. So if you go to this park and she's studying you, but you only go there once out of a year, you're not going to have a chance. You have to have a routine. So whether you realize it or not, you need to go to that park so many times a week. Shit, hell, even do it every Sunday. If you can just go once a week, be consistent and don't come early in the morning and then when you come next week, it's late at night. No, bro, be consistent. Be consistent. Go there, have a time slot. You go do your miles and then you leave and then you come back again, same time, man. Do your miles. It's as probably like the fourth or fifth time. That's when she's gonna start to build the courage up. Okay, he come here every Sunday between he's here between 5 and 6 or whatever, like 2 to 4. So next week, if he shows up again, I'm gonna strike up a conversation. That's how a lot of females do that. Now you got the 304s, they'll just holler at you right off the back, but they normally be at the clubs or the bars, and you don't want them kind of females. If you want like a legit female, not saying they don't be there too, but them kind of females, they build up their courage to approach you, but they can't do that if you don't show up on time every time. You're not consistent. So if you go to this damn grocery store in your neighborhood, okay, you come there every week, whatever. But if you come around there about the same time every week, she gonna see that. And then as time goes on, prime example, she's probably a cashier. So you can't go to that neighborhood grocery store one time every 2 years, or you go there one time and then you order Instacart or whatever. No, you have to go there. You have to have a schedule. So that cashier that's been checking you out, you probably never paid attention to her. You probably never went to a register yet. But if you keep going there, she gonna build the courage. Okay, that's the guy. This and that. He come here every day. She worked there, so at some point in time, she expects you to come back. It's just like stuff like that a lot of people don't even pay attention to. But if you don't have a schedule, you'll miss out on a lot of things that you wouldn't even know about. So that's just what it is. That's why when I tell people nowadays, I'm like, listen, if you see somebody you like, not saying it's gonna work out, but you need to approach them. You know what I mean? Approach them and introduce yourself to them, and because you never know, right? That person may be come from out of town, might be stopping in or whatever, because there's a lot of times where females, when you go out with females, they'll come from out of town, they'll visit their family. You don't know that, but you wouldn't know that, if you see it, like, okay, well, next time, it may not be the next time, because a lot of females I met, they came from out of town to visit their family. And if I wouldn't have approached them, it would never, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been on next time. So don't go off of, next time. Like, nah, do it now. I'm not saying like you see a female right away and you go approach her, but I would do this. If you really want to talk to her, go talk to her. Now the gym, oh my God, I just go there to work out. Me, honestly, don't get me wrong, there's females in there that's trying to get me to talk to them, but I'm like, I'm not on that time right now. So, but some places that's the only time you do see them is at the gym. So you got to just, you got to pick your battles. But other than that, if you see a female you really want, go talk to her. You never know. But I'm gonna say this right now: don't do it at the damn strip club. Don't do it at the goddamn bar. Don't talk to the waitresses. Like, don't try to hook up with them. Now I'm gonna say this too. Some of them, they out there, they wilding like that, whatever. But we're not talking about the hoes. We're talking about like this regular old females. So don't be at the damn going to these bars trying to talk to the waitresses. Don't go to the damn strip clubs trying to holler at the damn strippers. And then also the damn gym, because now every female got their ass and titties out wanting attention. And even so, those are ones you definitely don't approach, because they just there for attention. So those are 3 places I would never, unless she approached me, if I'm at the gym, we'll see. But normally when I go to the gym, I'm just there to get my gains and get the hell up out of there. So, but like I said, them same females that probably want to talk to you at the gym, that's the only time they do see you. So you got to figure that out on your own. I can't give you it's nothing foolproof, right? It's like not everything is just black and white. That's the gray area. So, but other than that, man, you just need to have a routine, because a lot of females, they studying, they trying to build the courage to go approach you. But if you're never consistent, you'll miss out on the opportunities as well. If I tell you that, you need to go out. If you go to happy hour, go to happy hour a couple times a week or whatever, you know what I mean? Because they watching you whether you realize that or not. So that's a perfect example. So just keep that in mind. But the whole social media thing is trash, because the only ones on there is prostitutes. That's the only ones on there is prostitutes. That's all it is. So like you over here you battling other dudes over a prostitute. I'm just being honest. For if you're on social media like that, and you're not selling some kind of product or something like that, you're not selling cupcakes or whatever. You just on there taking pictures because you're a prostitute. You trying to look for your next client. You messed up already. Now back when all this stuff started, it was a different story. But like I said, you got so many of these guys that's on there hyping these females up, paying, tricking on them. A regular guy that's got a regular normal 9 to 5, you can't really compete because even though the guys, they have money or whatever, they're not going to love them. They're just going to just bend them over and get them out of there. And then they're going to get back on social media. They're going to do it over again, get the next guy. So they give me $1 million now. They're not looking for nobody who's not a millionaire. You got a lot of females on social media now, and that's all they're looking for, dudes who got a lot of money. So, and they have opportunities to get with, obviously they look the part, they can get with these millionaires, even though they just going to bend them over and kick them out the house. But that's what you are going against now. And then y'all out here flying out these females, and they don't want to sleep with y'all. Bro, if you want a prostitute, just get you a prostitute. Don't be getting these. I mean, I know a lot of them be out there running the streets, but a 304, just because she a 304 don't mean she has to sleep with you. And a lot of guys got upset at that when you go to the clubs. It's like, oh, I know you be. I'm like, yeah, bro, she like that, but that don't mean she's supposed to sleep with you or she have to sleep with you because everybody knows she a 304. It's what it is. So that would piss a lot of them off. They think they easy, but it's like that may be the case, but she don't want you. She actually had to want you to sleep with you. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things. But when I see you guys be flying out these females, I'm like, why are you doing that, bro? Like, and then you get mad when they don't want to sleep with you. It's like you need to make that clear before you even buy the ticket. What time it is? A lot of them already know what time it is, but they're gonna play dumb because you playing dumb. So you let them use you. That's what's gonna happen. But I mean, other than that, it's like just get off social media and then go out there in the real world and meet these females, bro. I'm trying to go to the concert, do that. A lot of y'all don't even do that. Y'all just on social media only. And the only way y'all actually meet them in person is you gotta always reel them in with some fucking money. Yeah, I'll take you out to eat. We go do this. Like, why you gotta do that, bro? She clearly don't like you if you gotta advertise money to get her attention. That's all it is to us. So you guys need to wake up, man.
Are using men in order to make themselves feel better. But then again, a lot of women are using AI and filters to make themselves look better. So really it is a twisted world. And at the end of the day, you really don't know who you are talking to. Am I correct? Am I correct or am I wrong? I mean, you let me know. And I'm sure that some of you have even experienced something like that. Low effort conversations is another problem. So while you may sit there and think, I have been ghosted, maybe I'm not interesting enough. It is not you. It is the fact that these people are reaching out to multiple people at the same time, whether if it's man, whether if it's woman, they're all doing the same thing because those characteristics are the same, and it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman, and it's not your fault. Like I said, the only reason that could be your fault is the fact that you are feeding into that energy. Do not do that. Don't be one of those persons that are boosting these people's ego. You are better than that, and I need you to know that. And I need you to remember who you are. You did not come onto this place, you did not come onto this planet to boost somebody else's ego. If there's one person whose ego you need to boost, baby, then it would be your own. Number 4 is they need your attention when these people feel lonely, stressed, depressed, or even bored. Yes, you heard it. These people are not reaching out to you because they are so appreciative of you or trying to get to know you. There's a reason for why they are not responding to you or reaching out to you just out of the blue.
Yeah, you'll have some females that actually tell you that, oh, I'm just, hey, what's going on? That bullshit. And it's like, hey, what's up? And then they see, you're like, okay, so why you hit me up? Oh, I was just bored. Like, come on, man. Like, if y'all not dealing with a female on a consistent basis, whether, I'm not saying sleeping with her, I'm talking about if you're not in communication with her on a consistent basis. I ain't saying you got to talk to her every day because, nobody want to talk to somebody every day. Well, some people do, but if they ain't your girl, you don't need to be talking to her every day. But as far as somebody that you cool with or whatever, if y'all not, staying in contact, every other week or something like that, or some, like throughout the month, you need to have them on your phone. So it got to the point I just stopped saving phone numbers because a lot of them was just BSing. But yeah, keep that in mind too. So if you over there just living your life and all of a sudden some random female just text you, they ain't gonna call you, they never gonna call you, they always gonna text you. And seeing what you're up to, it's like, okay, what's going on? This is weird. What's going on? Yeah, they just doing it for attention. And then remember, Oh, yeah, they make it sound all good, and then next thing you know, oh, okay, well, shit, you wanna go get something to eat, in the next hour or so, and then that's when they ghost you. Now they don't even say nothing, but back then they be, so I'm busy, or I got something going on. It's like you just said you ain't have nothing going on, because they just lie so much they can't keep up with all their lies. But just keep that in mind too. Some random female that sit you out of nowhere, just be like, okay, all right, cool, appreciate you checking up on me, and then let's end the conversation because they so used to guys hanging on to their life. Like, oh, this is probably the day that she's actually gonna start hanging out with me or whatever. Nah, bro, don't be a loser. If she hits you out of nowhere and she ain't got nothing concrete, like, hey, let's go do this, or can I come over and hang out with you, whatever. Other than that, it's like just leave it like that. Like, okay, appreciate you calling me and or checking up on me. All right, I'll holler at you later or something. And that's it. You gotta treat them like that, man. If you treat them like anything else, they gonna dog you. You can't be treating no random female that don't mess with you like that's your girl. Like, they always gonna dog you, bro. You gotta treat her like a bum on the street. Like, she hits you up, all right, appreciate you, God bless you, whatever, and go on about your business, man. That's what it is. A lot of you guys be so desperate, oh, I'm just gonna keep trying. Like, nah, you idiot. Nah. Go work on yourself, man. Cause you gotta, that's the thing about it too. A lot of you guys be so stuck on somebody who don't like y'all. Y'all clearly can just find somebody who do like y'all, but y'all be so hanging on that one female while she got 300 dudes in her phone. She ain't worried about you like that, playboy. She not. You either gonna be dinner, you gonna be food, like they don't even say your name, they say who you are to them. They gonna be food, convo, sex buddy, and that's pretty much about it. So if you that dude that if she ain't hitting you up consistently, you shouldn't even have a number saved in your phone. You should have it on block, honestly, and keep it pushing. Because females, they like dudes who has, I said that, but I got to say this also. They like dudes who don't like them. That's just how they are. And then they got a lot of these, let me not say that. You got a lot of these other kind of dudes. They ain't like females. So it's like, that's weird to me. I told one chick that, I said, that's a female trait. Like, why you running to dudes? Once you tell them that you like them, they stop talking to you. That's a female trait. You know what I mean? So you can't do everything a female can do, and a female can't do everything a guy can do. Just keep that in mind. But like I said, if she not consistently, checking up on you, hanging out with you, whatever, she don't like you, fam. I don't care what she say. Oh, I gotta finish school. This and that. Nah, man. It's 24 hours in a day. You know what I mean? You sleep for, 8, maybe less hours. And then most of them don't never have a fucking job. So how are you busy when you don't even have a job? Oh, I got to school. I got to study. I'm trying to graduate this shit. Bro, you got 3 more years till you graduate. Like, you had like hanging out with somebody is like, it's automatically going to guarantee you that you're going to fail in life. So they come up with any little bullshit excuse, but they all say the same thing. But yeah, don't be sitting there on your phone waiting for her to respond to your text message or call you back. You're a loser. Don't do that. Go ahead and block and keep it pushing, man.
It's because of the way they feel. Either they have the time right now, or they just need somebody to boost their ego, and they know exactly you're going to do that for them. That is the reason why they are reaching out. And again, why would you be the one that is giving, giving, and giving without receiving anything in return? So they could send you a text, you hop right on it, like, oh, let me message back. Let me message back. I don't want to be late. I don't want them to think that they're not a priority to me. Meanwhile, you have never been a priority to them.
I'm going to say this right now. If you text somebody and first of all, if they don't respond at all, so you text them at 10 a.m., they don't respond to you at all for the rest of the day. And then the next day come around, it's fucking like 10 p.m. And then when they do respond, you try to strike a conversation out of nowhere. Well, all right, I might go to bed. Or you try to ask them, hey, let's go hang out. Oh, I'm tired, this and that. If you tired, why the fuck did you text me? Why did you call me right when you was getting ready to go to sleep? So you do little shit like that. So keep that in mind. But again, if you text her and she don't respond at all that whole day, go ahead and get rid of her, fam. Because I guarantee you ain't sleeping with her. So that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to sleep with them, right? So you're not getting that. So what you doing? Like, you wasting your time. All she doing is wasting. She ain't got no time. All she do is completely is waste of time all day, every day. So she don't care about wasting somebody else's time. So all you doing is wasting your time by hoping that she start to like you. Ain't no female gonna eventually like you. I don't care what they say, bro. They gonna like you right off rip. Or if you're not even together, that's normally how it works. Because normally I get females that be pissed at me or whatever, they friends or whatever, and then as time go on, they start to like me. So you either gonna get that, but as far as you, I never dealt with a chick that I was hanging out with, then she eventually liked me. Now the whole liked me right off rip. If I was messing with her, now if I wasn't messing with her, a lot of times the friends, one of the friends don't like me, and I already know that's the one that's gonna like me later on, because that's just normally how it worked with me. So I'm over there hanging out with a friend, not all the time, but every now and then you have that one friend who don't like me out for no reason, and then as time go on, she starts to fall for me. But as far as me just trying to convince a female to like me, fuck no, I ain't never do no shit like that. So you guys over there waiting for her to respond to you, this and that, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Just go ahead and get rid of it. It's that simple. Because all she doing is just wasting her time. The dude that's banging her ain't answer the phone, so she wants somebody to talk to boost her ego because she feel bad. And then once she get that couple minutes from you, or maybe 3-4 hours, don't be on the phone with no female no hours at a time. I used to do that too, but these are the same females I was sleeping with. But even if you are sleeping with her, don't be on the phone with no female for no hours at a time. Nah, bro. Females don't like dudes who ain't got nothing to do. So, and on top of that, you need to be doing something constructive. You don't need to be on the phone with no female for hours at a time. So just keep that in mind. So after you get off the phone with her, you probably be on the phone for 4 or 5 hours. You thought you really connect with her. And then all of a sudden, the dude that's banging her finally sent her a text message saying that he going to come over and beat her brains out. Get unlimited blowjobs. And you think you didn't accomplish something. Nah. Because the dude that's sleeping with her already sent her a text to say, I'm coming over there to bend you over. And that's it. So keep that in mind.
And this, like I said, goes for men and for women. I know both of us are suffering from this. So why would we even allow that? Allow that we are giving so much to a person that they don't even care about us. They don't even ask us how we're doing. They don't even ask us what we're doing for a living. They didn't even ask us how our day went, what we're doing, if we have been eating. Meanwhile, we're like, okay, I'm ready to conversate whenever you are, I guess. That's not right. So don't be the one who is closing the gap just because they're feeling lonely, depressed, sad, and upset. That's not happening. So that was number 4. Then
I don't want to die lonely. I'm still singing I hate you. I don't want to die lonely. Over 90% of these hoes.
reaching out to you whenever they need your attention to fix their loneliness, to fix their depression, to fix their sadness. No, baby, you are better than that. Last but not least, people simply don't like uncomfortable conversations. And with that being said, it is uncomfortable for people to say, I am not interested. You're not my type. I'm not looking for someone. I didn't get over my ex.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Talked to plenty of females who did it but they'll do that just to get the guy away from them. Now, some of them, they give you a fake number, but you got some dudes that'll call them right there. Those are the ones who down bad. I'm gonna call you right now, make sure. But normally they'll give you their number just so they can get you away from them. So it's just so they can avoid any altercations. So it happens, but that's why you got to come at them not as you're trying to get with them, but just a regular conversation. But I don't know, man. I just be like, I have a conversation with a chick at the grocery store, and then I'll just, all right, well, have a good one. And they be like, oh, he ain't asked my number. But, not everybody, female that's going to talk to you in public actually wants your number. They just want a conversation. So the best thing for you to do is to work on your conversation skills. Work on that, because a lot of people don't have great communication skills, especially dumbass females, because all they know is money, sex, and partying. So if you actually try to have a conversation with them, they don't know how to respond. So a lot of times they'll just ghost you because they don't know how to have. They don't have a personality. That's why the girls with the personalities are normally always the ones that's married, or they always have guys trying to get at them. Even if they are in a relationship, because it doesn't take. Let's be honest. These females don't need to be 10s. They don't need to be 10s. If they just not a fatback with a whole bunch of face and neck tats, you know what I mean, like some ghetto shit, and they got a nice personality, they winning. They win, and those are the girls I always get hated on whenever they hang out with the clique, because the other ones, they don't have a personality. All they worried about was what the fuck Cardi B's doing, going to the damn club and spending some money. That's their whole personality. They don't fucking draw. They don't know how to sew. They don't know how to do some cool ass animatronic shit. They don't know nothing about comic books. They don't know how to sing, nothing, bro. They just fucking trash. You just sleep with them and get them out of there. But the ones with the personalities, that's not fatbacks. Those you don't ever have to worry. Those are the ones who always get snatched up because it's so hard to find a female that actually can have a conversation with. And on top of that, one that you're actually with, right? Like that you're dating or whatever like that. You don't want to ever have to be. It should never be a one-sided conversation. You should never be out and about with a woman and she don't know how to hold a conversation. That's the awkwardest shit ever. You just sitting there. Of course, she's gonna be on her phone, and then you pay for the whole meal, and then that's it. You never hear from her again. So when you ever run across a pretty girl that has that has a great personality, those are the ones you got to grab, man. That's the one that all the guys want. I see it all the time. So, yeah, that's just how they go, man. But yeah, this have developed that conversation because they say conversation rules a nation, and that's the thing too. A lot of girls they kind of probably have everybody have their type, right? But me, I have a list of types. I don't have just one particular. No. So for you meet her in public, she probably not even looking to meet anybody. But just out of your conversation alone, you entertaining. I'm not saying fucking pull out a whole bunch of balls and start juggling and shit. We're not talking about nothing like that. The fact that you know how to actually start and hold a good conversation. That's what I mean by keeping her entertained, keeping her amused, and to the point of like, okay, I wouldn't look for nobody, but this guy she seems pretty cool, so let me get his number before we leave, and that's how stuff like that happens. But if you don't know how to hold a conversation, then you're in trouble. Now that's the balance you got to have as far as talking a lot and knowing when not to talk as much, blah blah blah. I have the issue as well, but it's only females that I'm sleeping with. And that's sometimes, because sometimes I have days where I want to talk a lot, and then other times I don't talk at all. So they'll be like, oh, you talk too much. And then the next 7 days, I'm not really saying much. Because they think that's how I am all the time. It's like, no, idiot. I'm not like that all the time. I just have that particular time that I want to talk about a lot of stuff. So some of them will look at that as annoying or whatever, but a lot of them, they don't know how to have a conversation, especially these poor-ass females. The black females, I'm going to throw that out there, because they don't know how to communicate. So if you actually say 2 sentences, oh, you talk too much. All they do is just sex and fucking social media. That's all they know. And mama never raised them, so.
I'll just be straight up honest. I like the attention that you give me. Continue. If the people that you are trying to talk to would actually have the guts and tell you these things that I have just mentioned, you'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to move on. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you.
And that's the thing too, because a lot of them, it's just, man, like the best way to go about it is not to approach them like you're trying to get at them. Just strike up a little nice little conversation and then go your separate ways. Like you guys have to have self-control, because she probably don't want to. You know what I mean? Like the conversation, you're entertaining for a bit, but there's some chicks that don't want nothing past that. But like I tell you guys all the time, someone's always watching you. So it might be her friend that may be coming from the restroom or whatever, or a lady that's next to y'all or whatever that's just waiting in line to get inside the concert or whatever. They listening, bro. They're listening to you. So the fact that you approach this stranger on the street and then you strike a nice little conversation while y'all waiting in line to get inside the concert, and then you're okay, all right, well, I hope you have a good time and you have a good one. The chick behind you listening, like, okay, he sound like a good guy. I'm gonna go ahead and strike up a conversation with him. So you go ahead to the bar or whatever during the little halftime break at the concert, and then she bump into you on purpose and she strike up a conversation, and there you go. So don't always think about, it's like a quarterback. If you only focus on one wide receiver, you'll never win a game. I promise you, because the other team will catch on. Okay, he only throws this one wide receiver. Just lock him up. But a professional quarterback, one who's a pro, he's looking at all the opportunities he has to throw to one of his players. That's how you got to think about females when you go out and about. So don't always focus on that one female. Oh, I got to get her number. Nah, bro, just go through and just talk to people, mingle, and that's it. You stop leading with your penis. Stop thinking about trying to hook up with every female that you talk to, or every female that give you a compliment. Because not every female wants you, bro. Like, they just give you a compliment because you probably got a nice shirt on. You probably got a nice haircut. You probably some nice. They gonna compliment you on that, but don't take it past that. Like this, just play it by ear. Keep it player. I do this all the time with females. Not the obvious. Oh, you're pretty. Oh my, stop. Chill out, man. See a female, she got a nice dress on. Especially nowadays, 'cause the female I see, they don't wear no clothes. They out in public, they look like prostitutes. Like I tell you guys all the time. I see a lady in a nice dress. Excuse me, ma'am. Not to bother you, but I love your dress. That looks great on you. As simple or probably corny or whatever y'all think that is, I want to give out that positive, I want to give out some positivity, right? Some encouragement to women like that. You know, she carry herself right or whatever. Oh, man, that's a nice dress. It look good on you. They light up like a Christmas tree. And then I just go on by my business. It's not always about I'm gonna give her a compliment and I'm gonna get a number. Stop doing that. I see you guys do this on social media. It looks whack as shit. Like, stop doing that, bro. Like, stop. Y'all going about it the wrong way. Whether you realize it's or not, it's a turn off. And some females actually want to get a 90-day trial. You know, they want to get a sample before they make their decision. Okay. You don't know what size you wear. You go to the shoe store. You grab a random a pair of shoes and you pay for it and get out of there. You get home, it doesn't fit. Same thing when you go talk to a female. Not saying that they wouldn't give you their number, but they wanna make sure everything is okay before they do so. So you approach, oh, you look nice, ma'am, this and that, straight up a little conversation. And then, you know, before y'all leave, is there any way I can, you know, we can stay in contact or whatever. And that's pretty much how you would go about it. Don't go to and say, oh, you're pretty, let me get your number. Like, my nigga, stop, bro. Like, that's not how you want to do it. So even though she probably finds you attractive, but how you came at her, it turned her off. So instead you just run up to her and ask for a number. Remember, you ain't ask for a name. You ain't introduce yourself. She don't know shit about you. And you expect that to work. Instead you actually straight up conversation, filling her out, seeing if she actually do like you. And then if you feel like that, you know, you got some good chemistry, maybe you can extend, you know, yourself as far as reaching out to her, you know, outside of y'all meeting, maybe, you know, social media or a number or something like that. But don't just go up to a random female, oh, give me your number. Lame ass nigga, like, it's the weakest shit ever. So that's normally how it works. Like, and y'all get messed up like, oh man, I look good, this and that, but you know, she didn't give me a number. It's how you approach the homie. It's how you approach. Would you talk to a guy who just literally got off a 12-hour shift? He probably work at a dump site. He probably work at the junkyard. It's not the junkyard, but the city dump. He worked 12 straight hours in the middle of summer, and then he goes to a ballet audition. You think the people there is gonna want to talk to him? Fuck no. That dude smell like cigarette butts and ass and all kind of stuff. He shouldn't be there because of the way he showed up. He showed up in a terrible situation. He didn't go home and shower, change clothes, nothing like that. So you guys gotta be aware of where you at. And on top of that, don't automatically assume every female wants you or you can get every female. So a lot of this has to do with just conversation. If you guys in this whole a good conversation, not saying you gotta be the funniest guy, no, you just gotta know how to have a good conversation. Now, every female you approach, but as you get older, you should know what females to approach and which female not to approach in public, because the ones who ain't about shit, they all dress the same. They all sound the same. They all look the same. Now, a female that's a potential female that you would actually want to date or whatever, they going to carry themselves a certain way. Now, depending on where you probably some hood, ghetto dude. The females you're going to talk to going to be hood and ghetto. So we're not talking about you guys. Just stay over there. We're talking about some normal guys. Just make sure whenever you go out, don't go expecting to get a female's number just because you talk to her for a couple of seconds. Don't do that, bro. If you just go and just have a good time, females seeing that you're having a good time, you're chilling, you're laughing, you got a drink in your hand, you're cool, you smell good, you're going to be okay. But don't go to every female thinking that, oh, I'm going to get a number, or I got to get a number. No, bro. Like, sometimes you just got to just have a conversation and go your separate ways. It's that simple. Stop trying to, you know what I mean? Like, that's not how it is. That's not how you keep it, player. And then you got to remember, especially at a venue, And most times, mostly a whole bunch of females, like, nah, they watching you, bro. Like, they watching you. Like, you talking to that female, okay, cool, all right, this and that. And you go talk to the other female, cool, this and that. But all they give me your number, nah, they message you up. That message you up because remember, being in situations like that, they want to have a good time, but they also looking for opportunity. Not all of them, but you do have quite a bit of them looking for opportunity. So remember, not all of them, but they get a couple drinks in them. They feeling good. They feeling motivated, right? Like it's a different setting. They can be themselves. Normally they're relaxed. So when you out there hanging out, a lot of times females will approach you at these venues. They happen to me all the time. You know what I mean? So just be aware of that. But again, work on your communication skills, and don't be going to these females. Give me your number. No, just learn how to talk to this random females on the street, wherever, at the park, the library, whatever, just to build that skill up. Because once they realize that they can talk to you, or you got a good personality, because a lot of guys don't have a personality. You may look good, may have a lot of money, but you don't have, a lot of them don't have personalities. So she'll just use you for, for eye candy when she'll go out with you in public so she can show you off. But other than that, like, she don't want to be with you consistently because you don't bring nothing else but your looks or your money. So just keep that in mind. You got to have the trifecta. Get your ass in shape, have some money on you, and then your appearance as well. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But I talked to a lot of females like, oh, he look good, but he didn't have a personality. He was dumb as a doorknob, boy. He had a lot of money, but he didn't look good. And it's like, not saying you can just really change your looks, right? But you can change your physique. You change your physique, get a couple of dollars in your pocket, and work on your wardrobe. You're gonna be all right. But you gotta have the personality too. A lot of females don't talk to them kind of guys because they don't have a personality. And then especially the ones who want to talk, they can't talk to you about nothing because you don't have a personality. You don't have a good communication skills. So a lot of times, them kind of guys like, man, he look good. This just being out, he's a handsome looking guy, but why ain't got no females? Because he ain't got no personality. So don't be that guy who don't have no personality, who don't know how to communicate. You're going to lose every single time.
So much. But many people, even when they are grown, they can't be honest. They can't even be honest to themselves. So how are we expecting them to be honest to us? And again, them not knowing what they want out of a person, them just looking for somebody to boost their ego, them just looking for somebody that will close the gap between them being upset, sad, depressed, and bored, just let you know what type of person this is. Stop talking to these people. Have clear boundaries. When you are noticing that their behavior is an insult to your intelligence, baby, then that is exactly what it is. Very simple. Don't fool yourself, and most importantly, do not let them fool you. So I hope I was able to reach out to somebody with this video. I hope I was able to help someone with this video. I've seen it on Instagram, on TikTok, that a lot of people have a problem with other people ghosting them. Don't even think that it's your fault. It is them. That's everything that I have for you guys today. I hope you were able to enjoy this video. Once again, thank you all so much for sticking around, for being here, for not letting me go, for still believing in me. And not only that you are believing in me still, you are reaching out to me. That is an act of kindness. And you don't even understand how much that means to me. Because I could walk down the street, my neighbor is not kind to me, but you sitting somewhere on the other side of the planet, taking the time out of your day to get onto your phone and sending me an email or a DM on Instagram just lets me know how much I mean to you. And
yeah, man, your biggest supporters are always going to be strangers. But yeah, I'm glad she's back, but, she giving out relationship advice, and yeah, but you guys let me know what you think about the video. But all the information I gave you guys, my point of view is personal experience. Me being observant, you have to be observant as well. So the stuff I'm telling you is actually going to work. Now, in today's time, I know it's a lot of BS going around, but we're not talking about them kind of females that's out there, concrete stompers, working girls. We're not talking about them. It's a lot of them out there, man, but yeah, at the end of the day, if you did the conversation, you dress nice, you keep yourself together as far as in shape. Like I said, you ain't got to be no bodybuilder. Just keep yourself in shape. And that personality helps a lot, man. Your hygiene as well. So anyway, guys, you know what to do, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you can donate something to my Cash App, I would appreciate you. And yeah, until next time.